you get to be paired with someone special now.
Yes.
Who's that?
My husband. Everyone knows him as 20 million names, John. Yeah. But he's Johnny TV in AEW, and we are finally paired together. We really hadn't been paired together since 2019 because he had gone back to WWE at that time, and I was still under contract with Impact Wrestling. We did a little bit in MLW last year, but this is like now like we're full on like going in.
You're together.
Yeah.
You're married.
Yeah.
Living in the same house.
Yeah.
So what's that like being married to a wrestler?
I mean, he's the only person I've ever been married to, so I don't know any different.
But is it like, are you guys just constantly like talking new moves, like new ideas for character development?
I feel like we talk about wrestling sometimes, but I also feel like we're so multi-layered and different, have different interests and different hobbies that, you know, it would be boring to just talk about one thing all the time. So it's cool to have someone who's as creative when it comes to not only things in the ring, but things outside the ring. And we can talk about all those things.
How'd you guys meet?
We actually met on Lucha Underground. We had met like before in passing because he had come and done some shows in AAA. And I was just like so excited that someone was there that spoke English because I've just been speaking Spanish for so long.
My husband.
And it was very rare to have someone just have a full conversation, like ask me questions in English. And I was like, oh my God, I was just like, and he was so nice and everything, but that was kind of it. And then when I went to Lucha Underground, we were put together right away. And I was just like starstruck because I had obviously known who he was in his, you know, prior run in WWE and was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm new, like I don't know what I'm doing. And they were just like, no, you're going to be in a group with Johnny Mundo, PJ Black and Jack Evans. And I was like, okay. And here we go. Another ride, another chapter. And yeah, the rest is history. We started, you know, hanging out and he followed me around the locker room and wouldn't leave me alone. And I finally said yes to go on a date with him.
Where'd you guys go?
He took me to Hamilton in New York, the original cast of Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were on a press tour kind of thing. I think it was for a Comic-Con. And I remember I was still living in Mexico and I really was so disconnected from American pop culture or anything that was pop culture. And I literally, he was like, I got to take us to Hamilton. He was so excited. And I was like, I don't know what Hamilton is. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm kind of tired. Like, I just want to like, go to sleep. And he's like so stressed. He's like, no, we have to go. I worked really. And later on I found out like this was original cast Hamilton. He had bought like these tickets from like somebody, like don't know how he got these tickets. We ended up going and I was just like, that was so cool. Like, cause he knew that I came from musical theater and dance and I had the best time. But like, it's funny now because he's like, you did not want to go to Hamilton? Like,
they were really hard to get at the time.
Yeah. And that was like the big first date. And other than that, it was like, you know, I remember him taking me to sushi in Hollywood and me just being like, oh my God, look, a Trader Joe's. Because I was so completely out to lunch when it came to anything. And I was like, my mom loves Trader Joe's. And he's like, this is the easiest date I've ever been on. You're having me with like a California roll and pointing out at the Trader Joe's. And yeah, now we've been married 5 years.
Do you guys have a ring at your house?
We used to have a ring at our house. Yeah. We used to have a ring at our house, and then when we got married and we bought our new house that we have right now, I was like, we cannot have a ring at our house anymore. Well, I mean, imagine like the wrestlers in the neighborhood all know you got a ring in your house. I would wake up to thumping and noises in the backyard, and it's Super Panda and Luchasaurus out there running spots at like 10 in the morning. Like, come on now.
It's so funny.
Yeah.